All right, you guys know what to do. Please welcome Catherine Tate, David Koechner, Oscar Nunez, the Office panel. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Oh, wait a minute. We lost that. Yeah, come on. Click them on.
Check.
There you go. Just click them on.
I am at the kids' table.
Well, you can scooter. We can get you.
I'm fine with it.
Okay. No, it's a full.
I will be taking all questions. It's fine, Oscar. Shut his mic down.
All the mics good?
Hello, young man. What's your name?
Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Welcome.
Good to see you.
Absolutely.
I like your jacket, Mike.
I appreciate that highly.
All right.
All right. You guys want to get to some questions? These folks are hungry.
All right. We're not going to line them up? How are we doing questions?
We are going to go out in the audience with our wireless microphones.
All right, Mike. There we go.
I've got a first question right over here for you guys.
Catherine Tate, we love you.
Oh, click it on, click it on, click it on.
That wasn't a question.
We could say, Catherine Tate, we love you.
I know.
Now it's a question.
Thank you so much. Do you know what? I just have to share this, right? Listen.
Leave his off. It's fine.
Click it on.
It's fine. It's fine.
Now it's working.
Now it's
Catherine
working.
Tate, we love you is the question. The question is, Catherine Tate, we love you.
Okay, please, I have to tell you this, right? We were queued up outside, and they're saying, how do you want to be introduced? And Oscar goes, you say, he's the most handsome, I'm the most charming, but he's the most talented, right? This is what Oscar's, this is what Oscar's suggestion is, right? And I'm like, charming? No, I'm not going to be charming. And he goes, okay, you can say, Catherine Tate, welcome on stage, Catherine Tate. She's as smart as a man, right?
It's true. She's as smart as the average man.
Okay, so this makes...
Which means she's stupid.
Right? No,
But that's not
so
true.
So then we get up here, and I'm like, my microphone's not working. My microphone's not working. And he's like, you got to turn it on.
Then the dumbest of the dumb men says.
Oh, my God, that made me laugh so much.
All right, well, let's see if he
The
actually does
question
have a
is,
question.
Catherine Tate, I love you.
Yes.
That's the
question mark. So you're saying, Catherine Tate, I love you?
Is there anything more to follow after that, or was that it?
It was a statement of fact. Thank you. What's your name, baby?
It was a proclamation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do we have any other questions?
And I just like to say I love you too, but I do think we should carry on seeing other people.
Okay, we have, on the other side of the room, we have a question.
Okay, and I love each and every one of you. I watched The Office. Captain, obviously I knew you from Doctor Who. So
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But each one, but she's, when I was surprised that she did Doctor Who because, you do comedy.
Yeah.
So, and then each one of you started out with the different improv groups. I mean, so how was it, to work on The Office? And, that's a lot of improv, I'm sure you guys improvise a lot.
That's the thing. There's less improvisation in television than people might think. The compliment is that it seems improvised. That's how well everyone's doing their job. But in television, it's a writer's medium. There's only 23 and a half minutes that you have to tell your story. The rest is eaten up by commercials. So if we improvise on television in a scripted show, that means something else has to be moved around. So if I improvise a second line of dialogue, Oscar has to get one less line of dialogue, which will make everyone much happier.
And it's very astute of you, because we do come from different places. Catherine and I did theater. David, light pornography. But it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what our backgrounds. It doesn't matter what our
All
backgrounds.
improvised pornography.
When you
No holes barred. I said holds. That's a wrestling term.
If you go by his booth, he's got a box set of his early works. He'll autograph that for you.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's art.
It's garage sale now, is what it is.
Dustbin.
It's like the Mona Lisa in a negligee. That's what David's.
All right, well, we've got a question right up front here. We'll get to everybody.
Very good.
Everybody will get it.
What are your guys' favorite episodes and why?
I'm going to say mine was a Halloween episode where I was Sexy Toby. That for me was, when I read that in the script, I was like, is this what? And then I had the wig thing that made me also look like Frankenstein. And that was my favorite episode. I loved it. It was so funny. And also it meant I didn't have to spend all morning in makeup.
I have many, but I'll say it because he's here. The day Todd Packer was introduced, it wasn't originally David. It was the guy who was in
it was just the poor young fellow who couldn't quite. He'd done a lot of dramas.
He'd done a lot of dramas, and he was a little intimidated by Steve Carell. So we. And
I wasn't.
But he wasn't. But we were because you guys dated early in college. In college, it was experimental. But listen, but the guy, the fella, everybody was excited because he was a big deal. And David's right. Don't throw him under the bus. I'm going to hold back. But he was a big deal, and we were very excited to have him. But he was a little intimidated by Steve. And by the middle of the day, they're like, "Oh, he's not. He's out. He's out."
Hold on, I don't know this. You mean you weren't the original Packer?
That is correct.
I did not know that.
And then I went.
If it's to be believed.
It is barely to be believed.
Then I went to our fearless leader, Greg Daniels, and I said, "Oh, I know this guy's out. I got Kevin Ruff and Regan Burns, buddies of mine." And he's like, "No, I think Koechner's coming." And and this guy came in like a tornado the next day and just blew it out of the water. We were peeing in our pants because he's nuts and funny, and he's like, "Hey, you like the front? Look at the back. Hey," you're just being crazy and manhandling Carell, throwing him around and humping on him and throwing him against. And the other fellow was just like tentatively. He couldn't even touch Steve. He couldn't. And he's wrestling with him, and we're like, "Oh my God, we lost our." It was incredible. So that's my favorite episode when Koechner came to join us.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that. That is amazing.
I've known Steve since 1992, and we'd obviously already done Anchorman together, and Steve and I had done Second City together, and his wife and I were in a company together, and his wife and I were on SNL together, so I'd known Steve for a very long time. And I'd known Greg Daniels for a long time, too. I had done King of the Hill. I had written with one of the writers from King of the Hill, so I'm well acquainted with Greg. But I had auditioned for The Office, but I was a huge fan of the British Office, and the pilot episode of the American Office was the pilot episode of the British Office. So in preparing for it, I couldn't say the lines because I just had David Brent's elocution in my head. So I couldn't audition because I couldn't get my mind out of anything but his rhythms. I didn't see how it worked. Steve had never seen The Office, so that was helpful to him. Now, when they were trying to get Todd Packer for the thing, I wasn't in town. I was in Canada shooting snakes on a plane. You're welcome. But luckily, there was a hitch in the giddy-up, and I eventually did go to be the master nasty champion known as Todd Packer.
Yeah, right. And where's the next question? Oh, right there. No. All right, here you go.
Remember Phil Donahue, David, the old Phil Donahue show? That's what this reminds me of, because Phil used to go around with the microphone.
Another question right here.
Hi, guys. I've never met you guys. I was wondering, since The Office had already been going, Catherine, when the opportunity came to you and said you're going to be opportunity to be on The Office, what was your reaction?
I was very excited. Now, I had come to the American Office very late, around about the time they asked me to be in it, because I was one of those people that went, how can they do that? You know, how is that going to work? And so I had sort of not watched it. And then when I did, and I remember just binge watching when I came over to meet Greg. And do you know what? I first came over to meet him, and you were all on hiatus. And right. I walked onto the set, and the set was being done for Christmas, and it was a Christmas. Was it Moroccan Christmas or something? Yeah. Because I was supposed to be in it earlier, and then it didn't happen. But I was binge watching in the hotel because I just wanted to catch up to speed, and I was hooked. And then at that point, you're then like, oh, please let this work out. Please let this work out. And then the first time it kind of didn't. It was an idea that Greg had that didn't pan out, and so that was that. Then I went back to London, did a play with, funny enough, did David Tennant. I'm sure some of you know who David Tennant is. And during that run of that play, Much Ado About Nothing, they said, actually, they've got another idea. They want you to come in. So I was, it was like a roller coaster. It was like, I'm going to be in it. I'm not. I am. And then it was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. Okay. And I do have to say, honestly, with my hand on my heart, that these two were very, very, very welcome. I mean, everyone was very, very welcoming. Can you imagine if it's like, it's only these two that were nice. But when I arrived, we were doing split episodes. Remember, because it was Tallahassee? We were in Tallahassee. And you were in the Tallahassee ones. You weren't. No. But, so I really remember you being nice.
That's my trade. Not handsome, not talent. It's kindness.
Not even smart as a man.
Not even smart.
No.
It's kindness that wins the day.
It's nice. Yeah.
All right. We've got another question for you right
Carl?
back.
Hi, Paul. It's Paul.
Paul?
Hey,
Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, all. This is a question for each and all of you. How do you think Michael Scott would have reacted to an oddball like Robert California?
To a what?
Robert California.
Oh, because he wasn't there. I see what you're saying. Because he was gone by then. Well, you know Paul as well as I do. He doesn't like anyone equal to him in authority. That would have been like it would have never worked. I don't know who would have won out. Michael?
Michael, of course.
I think Michael would have done. Yeah.
The people want to hear Michael, so Michael.
All right. Well, this lady with the ears here has a question.
That's not cool. Those are her ears. That's not cool. Don't. Let's not take it for granted that people are in costume. Those are that woman. They're beautiful ears, my darling.
Thank you.
Those are her ears. That's not cool.
Hi guys. So my question is, what is your favorite fan interaction that you've ever had?
This one.
Right.
It's Koechner.
Oh.
He is nice.
How long have you been a mule? Hee-haw.
Oh, that saves it. Hee-haw.
Hee-haw.
Call the young lady a mule.
It's a wonderful life.
Oh, it's getting better. You know what?
Wait, you guys have to...
Just to
I
be...
don't remember what the question was. I'm laughing so hard.
What's your favorite fan interaction?
Fan interaction. Actually, my
Wait, that's not sexual, Catherine. Go ahead, answer.
Oh, then I've got nothing.
I have a mother and son that are BFFs. Are they here today? And there they are.
Over there.
Stand up. Take a bow.
Yay!
So look at the kid.
Yes.
Look at the kid.
Yes.
Look how tall he is, right? The first time I met him, he was this tall. But I see their faces, but now they have masks, and I'm like, I know you guys. So how many times have we met at these things? Once before, or this is their third time, and so I've seen him grow, and it's very cool. It's very cool. Your names, please, because
My name is Tony.
And I'm George.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of other people. No, it's not them. I'm sorry, it's other. There's another person. It's them. It's them.
All right. We got a question over on this side of the room.
No, they got to finish their...
I thought they were talking about their fan interactions.
They all did it?
That
You
was
guys-
Oscar's, and Catherine's was the non-sexual ones.
No, that was not. Because we're not supposed to talk about sexual ones, and
Correct.
the sexual one was my favourite. So I now got to say what my non-sexual favourite one
See?
is.
Okay.
But I met you two. I did exactly the same thing. You came to see him in Philly, didn't you? Yeah. But here's also one for the Doctor Who fans out there, if there are some Doctor Who fans out there, right? A young lady came up to me yesterday, and she might be here, and she said, "What? Do you remember when Donna Noble saved the world?" And I said, "Yeah," and she went, "She doesn't." Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? It's cool and sad.
All right. Are we ready?
You
Are we
haven't
ready for another
said.
question?
I said mine. Mule ears.
Oh, this was it.
That was it. Oh, stunning.
What's your name, young lady in the purple hair? Marin? Marin? Marin's my favorite.
There you go.
Although I don't think we've ever met, have we, Marin? Till just now. You're all my favorite. How's that for pandering? Question.
Question right here.
Question back there.
What was your favorite part about filming The Office?
It's a job. I like jobs. I like working in show business. Now, I was only on 2 episodes a year, so I'm less,
Was that all?
enraptured
It
by
felt more. It felt like more, David.
Felt like more because I'm a presence.
Working with friends, everybody was so cool. The people, it's a good show. It's a good show. It's good writing, good talented people, but people weren't like mean or a-holes. So it was really a great workplace.
And mine was the food. Because I work in England most of the time where we don't get we don't get craft services. We don't get snack bars. We don't get anything. I mean, we get something.
They get
but I couldn't believe it.
Blood pudding, spotted dick.
Right.
Which is a food, not a disease. It's a food. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
It's a food.
I remember just being bowled over by the amount of cereal there was on set.
Lots of
That's
cereal.
my thing. That was my thing, cereal. And I was bowled over by it.
Yeah, American
I
actors,
love the job as well and the people, but for me, every day
Food.
was
She liked the food.
it was just so exciting.
American actors are spoiled completely.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
why I love working here.
The money's better too, isn't it?
Oh, but so much better.
All right.
$5 a day. It's fucking awesome.
I know, right? And the conversion rate, that means like it's 10 for me. Yeah.
Question up front here to the right.
Hi. Okay, so this question is for Miss Tate, but I suppose anyone can answer it. Spoiler alert: end of The Office. Nellie adopts baby Drake. Catherine and I suppose everybody. Do you have any theories about what raising baby Drake was like? What kind of schools Nellie might have put him in, or career she would have pushed him towards? Paper.
I'm sorry, she doesn't know that she OD'd. She passed away.
Yeah.
The baby grew up as a teen. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cap.
I think she'd have put him to work pretty quickly, knowing Nellie. Yeah. She'd have made him put him in baby commercials and stuff. I think so.
Why did I say that? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Are you? But actually, that's a good question. I mean, I'm not very either imaginative / sentimental or forward thinking like that. I never think about what happens. Do you think about what happens to Oscar?
You guys, it's a show. We don't. It's not real.
So yeah, I feel bad that I don't know what. I feel bad that I never gave Nellie a second thought.
Why would you? You're not insane. It's a fictional. No, but look.
And thank you for your question.
Yes, it was a good question, and yes.
No, it was a good question.
The kid went on to do great things.
Hold on a minute. You said his name was Drake. Did I name him Drake? Oh, Ryan named him. I named him something else though, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
You guys know more about the show than we do, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it didn't
for sure.
Maybe it didn't make the cut. Yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
I think I named him Charles.
I know there's political correctness. Please, everyone, stop giving the Sieg Heil sign. That's not what this is about. Put those salutes down. Put those salutes down. Not here, not
and
now.
And he can't even do. No, he's doing jazz hands now.
He's doing jazz hands. Jazz hands are acceptable. We will accept jazz hands.
There you go, jazz hands.
Well, staying close to the front here over on the right-hand side, we've got a few more questions in this row.
My friend Michael and I came to Comic-Con yesterday, and he was so excited and starstruck. This was his first Comic-Con, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I got a fist bump from Todd Packer. I heard Oscar talking. Oh my god."
I know. I saw when he saw me, and I'm like, "It's me." He's like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah, way." And he wept and wept and wept. I'm like, "Stand up. Don't kneel before me. There's no need for that."
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for coming here, and that was such a special experience for him, and I was really glad I could share that with him. Thank you.
Aww. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
There's tons of hands up in the back. I don't know if we how much time we have, but they're being very patient.
You head to the back
there.
while we take another question from right here.
Got it.
Hey guys, huge fan. What is your guys' favorite food, and did you guys ever try any of Kevin's chili?
You guys want to line up?
Ribeye steak.
I'll go with that ribeye steak. And no, we did. People, yeah. No, we did not try the chili. Catherine, what was your cereal besides cereal?
I do love cereal. I have to say, I love it. I love banana.
Do you like mixing cereals? I love mixing cereals.
Yes, I don't mind mixing
right?
cereals at all. I have to mix the cereals in America because they're a little bit sweeter.
Uh-huh.
So I have to mix them with a non-sweet cereal.
Right.
You know, like I'll mix it with like a corn.
I'm interested.
a cornflake which is not so sweet.
Right.
With some like granola or something.
Granola. I love granola and
like
oatmeal. You don't have to cook oatmeal. You can eat it.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, just oatmeal with some granola.
Sorta.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you mean raw oats?
Raw oats.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Don't-
I'm older.
don't invite
I'm
me
older.
around.
I'm older. Kat,
We got
so I-
we got three
Yes, questions.
Three questions down the middle.
I'm falling asleep with my eyes open.
Here we go. 3 down the middle.
These two and their cereal chat. This hasn't happened since I was a
Granola.
teenager. I fell asleep with
A lot
my
of
eyes
fiber
open.
brands.
I'm dreaming.
Crackling
Like
oat
stuff
bran.
with
Rapid
nuts,
eye movement
stuff with
with
nuts.
my
Stuff with
eyes
nuts.
I
open.
pick out the raisins.
I
apologize. Leave them in there
Yeah.
because
On
I
behalf
need
of the
I need
office.
all.
I'll
All right,
top it
here
with
goes.
some
I
Greek
apologize
yogurt.
on behalf
Next
of
question
Western
coming
culture
right at you.
to all you good people who have to sit here through cereal talk.
This is for Catherine Tate.
Where are you? Put your
Where
hand
is
up.
she? Where's
Right down the
Catherine?
middle.
Hi,
Right down the
darling.
middle.
Hello,
Thank you for
hello.
saying her name.
Don't
I
worry,
forgot.
I just saw you, didn't I?
Yes, you
Yes, I did. I just saw you in a photo op.
Yeah.
Yes.
On your Catherine Tate show, who was your favorite character to play?
I think probably my favorite character. So American. It's not the Actors Studio, is it? The Catherine Tate.
I've never seen the show.
British
I hear good
people
things,
don't
and I'm polite. I'm
Well,
polite.
you should watch it.
No, I don't have time.
My God.
I don't have time.
Did I tell you I like cereal? My favorite character to play is probably Nan. The Privilege of Age.
Oh, great.
And you can hide behind the prosthetic.
Thank
and I like
you.
that.
Everyone
Thank
must
you so
watch
much.
That. It's a great show.
Thank you.
It's a great
thank
show.
you.
It's a great
yeah,
show.
I'd just like
And
to say
we're-
Doctor Who was great, The Office fantastic, but my own show is really where it's at.
Right?
Thank you.
Yay! I agree.
Let's nail 2 more in the row right down here.
What is your favorite fan creation, review, or commentary you've seen of The Office? Like favorite thing you've seen done with this show by fans?
My
I
two
know
of my.
what mine is.
You want to go?
Mine is yesterday at a photo op, a lady came, I don't know if she's here, she probably is here, is she? As Meredith with her boob out and she pixelated. Did you see that dress? And she stuck the pixelation on the dress. That's my absolute favorite. I think that's fantastic.
Two things that I thought were very cool was Steve Carell got a letter at home from a fan, the Obamas, and Barack saying Thursday night is family night and we all watch The Office. Wow. And Steve was like, oh shit. And then we had one fan letter where we catering, where we get the food and stuff up on the corkboard. Greg Daniels had got a fan letter from Aaron Sorkin saying how much he loved Aaron Sorkin, how much he loved the show, and they had it up there. So that was cool.
2 years after, 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years after The Office was off the air, I went out to lunch with Rainn Wilson, and Rainn said, we should be friends. So that's my favorite.
You say?
I said yes.
How clinical.
All right.
Was that meeting set up by your people?
No, but it was such a sweet thing for him to say.
That is. He's a sweet man.
He's
when
a
he
sweet-
wants,
it's
when
very
he wants to
Dwight
be.
of him.
It's very Dwight of him.
And right down the middle again.
Hello. So this is for you in character for The Office, but have you noticed that when Jim left, the strangling stopped? Do you think Jim could be the serial killer of Scranton?
Did you say cereal?
Dear God, we have to get into
Hello?
character. He said cereal.
I noticed when he left, all the boxes of Weetabix went, So I'm guessing he
that guy had a question. He didn't get
Oh, he did? Oh, I'm sorry.
That guy with the hat.
All right, he snuck in. Let's get this one real quick. Come on up. You got it? Let's do it.
This better be good now.
This is for Miss Tate. I recently wrote and directed my first short film. It's a Doctor Who fan film, and in hopes that one day that I may become showrunner and doctor, I have a story for you. It's a send-off. It's a goodbye. In 2027, when that Christmas special airs, will you be there to play your amazing character one more time?
Absolutely. There you go. Absolutely.
Thank you, buddy.
I will. Good luck. Thank you.
It's going to run through 20. They have it
Ladies and gentlemen, I think
227?
that was Johnny Depp in disguise. Look at his swagger. Look at his swagger. He's spinning around, throwing kisses. Bye, Johnny.
All right, we
All
got
right,
a
very
question
good.
over on the left side here.
So my question is about the Scranton Strangler as well. If you're familiar with the Toby is the true Scranton Strangler conspiracy, do you believe that conspiracy, or who do you really think is the Scranton Strangler?
David, I don't know. I have a daughter and wife. I have to pay I don't think about these things, people. I don't sit around at home thinking things for the show that was written by writers in a room. We drive home. Half of us are alcoholics. We drink. We stagger around the house wondering about our next. We don't sit around thinking about what would-haves and could-haves and ifs of fantasy.
What he means to say is, yes, he's bang on board with that conspiracy
That's a long
theory.
way of saying I think you're right.
I think so.
I think you got some.
He was the creepy-ish guy.
He was creepy. Some people think it was
Sexy
Creed,
on Halloween.
right? Who do you think it was? Oh, poor Toby. Because he had so much inner turmoil over Pam, right?
There you go.
Wow, I did not know that. You did a quick.
There are
screen-
clues. Okay, there you go.
You did that.
We got time for about.
All right, here we go.
That's amazing. Thank you. Okay, I did not know that.
And if you stop that
got time for-
episode at exactly 12 minutes and 52 seconds in, you'll see that Toby actually flashes a sign saying, "I am the Scranton Strangler," but it's only for like a half second, so you got to freeze it right at that second.
Got time for about 3 more questions.
I thought you were going to say a true one. I'm like, oh.
No.
Oh, my friends.
But
there you go.
She's got a question for you, or a statement or something.
Well, thank you for the shout out. We love that. But I always want to know about the dance moves. Tell me about the dance moves. Are they yours? Can you do them? We
People
love
don't
your
know
dance
that.
moves.
You guys, I was in the Bolshoi, but just for 6 months, and I blew my knee out. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? My parents are like, please come back to America. Please come back. We miss you. I'm like, Mama, Papa, I can't do ballet anymore. I can't. Now I'm 21 years old in the Bolshoi in Moscow. It's tough, you guys. It's tough to be a professional ballet dancer. It's a discipline. Blew my knee out. I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I went, finally made my way, took a train like a hobo across the states, ended up in LA, got in the office, and they're like, could you dance? And I'm like, can I? So what you see is organic. It's just me. I was born in Cuba, you know that. So I've got that rhythm, that salsa, that African, you know what I'm saying? Mixed in with the discipline of the Bolshoi, and that's what you get. Thank you.
Yeah, B.
What was the hobo's name? I heard hobo.
I was the hobo with the hobos in boxcar trains.
I know what a hobo is. I have several bindles. Yes, young lady.
Your question.
Your question.
Hi there. My question is for Oscar. Your reference to David's history in soft porn. Based on your dance moves in The Proposal, that striptease moment, did he teach you what you knew, or you taught him, or how'd that work?
I went there and an idiot, and I'm like, I could do this. And I called my then girlfriend, and I'm like, they hired a choreographer to help me do that. And she's like, you idiot, go there. You're not going to improvise that. This is a big movie. They're not going to let you just do whatever the hell you want. So I went, and the choreographer was like 20 years old, and he's a dancer, and he's helped me with moves. But that move, when I first come out, and then I come down the rope, when he did it, he's like, this is what you're going to do. You come out, and then he leapt from there, and he goes, and you drop. And he jumped and landed. And I'm like, that was beautiful, but please give me a rope, because I can't jump from up there down, you know? And it worked, because it's still stupid that I swing on the rope. But yeah, I had some help with that choreography.
Not by me. Our moves are private and gentle.
He's a private dancer.
All right, another question for you right here.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I do want to ask, we know about the kiss being an impromptu or unscripted moment, but what are some of your other favorite unscripted or impromptu moments within The Office?
They must be all yours.
I'm in 2 episodes a year. I'm assuming anything. I have no idea. I can't remember. You know, I'm sure I improvised. I don't know what was left in, what was left out. You know, you shoot the thing, and then sometimes they let you play around, and sometimes they don't, depending on who the writer is that week. That was my experience.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure I got a few lines in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have to concur. You sort of, you don't know. You throw it out and you take a few shots, and if they let you improvise, you do. And I'm not always sure what stayed in.
I don't know if they want to hear this. We haven't actually seen the show because we're super busy, but we hear good things, and we get a sense that the show went over well because of the response we get at these things. But we have not actually watched the show. The script, everyone here knows, the script was improvised. I mean, the kiss was improvised. He was not supposed to kiss me. And the scene was flat because he kept hugging me, and he kissed me. He improvised, and it made the scene.
Catherine Tate and I kissed on the show.
Not improvised.
Not improvised. Scripted. She resisted it. That's when
I tried to have it in my contract that we didn't, but they said no.
But you
it's good
passed
for
me
the
the
story.
note. Isn't that what the kiss was about? You passed me the note to tell me if I've gotten the job or not, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't get the job.
It was you guys were
Right.
fighting over her. You and
Yes,
Dwight,
me
right?
and Rainn Wilson.
Very
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Still are.
That's why Dwight said, "I want to be friends," right? That's why Rainn said, "I want to be friends."
That's right.
Yeah, it's like Trojan horse kind of thing.
All right, we've got another question right here.
Hi, guys. So believe it or not, I have never seen an episode of The Office, but I know each of you from different projects. For years, Mule Ears has been trying to get me to watch it with her. But by seeing the three of you here today convinced me that I now have to go home and immediately watch every episode and
Good
keep
man.
those
You're
residual
in
checks
for-
coming in for you.
You're in for a treat. You are. It's yeah.
Let's grab a
absolutely.
couple
It's
more.
amazing.
Got about 2 more questions.
All right, right here.
What was it like filming the stress relief episode, the fire drill?
Well, I wasn't in that. I doubt you were.
No.
That's over to you, Oscar.
There you go.
Was that the fire drill with the thing? It was a whole cold opening? It took half a day, and it was very choreographed, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of moving parts, and no one was hurt. I think one of our cameramen, Randall, fell down, but he was fine. That's the only thing that happened. Everything else ran like clockwork.
Okay. And we got
I'm
2 more
working my
questions.
way in here.
2 more questions. One here and one there.
Go ahead.
All right, with Dwight Christmas coming up, based on your last year, do you feel like you've been impish or admirable?
I'm a terror. So both. Impishly admirable.
I agree. David's been more admirable than impish. So I think we've all been admirable.
I think so.
Say admirable.
We're good
yeah.
people.
We're good
We're good
people.
people.
We're
We're
good
good
people.
We're good, kind people.
Impish next year.
And right over here for the last question.
How did you guys get any work done? Did the director have a whip on you guys?
Shock collars. You can't see them because they're.
An electronic fence, wasn't there? Just outside.
No, everyone's professional. You're there to have fun, but to work. And I think the fact that people love the show so much, there has to be that love and joy from the actors, truly, that are making this project. And it's great that it has inspired all of you to watch it so many times and become such deep fans. And I think it's a testament to the people that did the show, the writers, the directors, the performers, everybody, every department, hair, makeup, lighting, gaffing, everything. So I think, it is an act of love, it's a labor of love. And the fact that, me personally, that I get to do this for a living is a joy. It's called a play. And so our job is to play. And the fact that you guys get to play along watching it is a testament to all of us. And I'm loving being part of this community.
All right, you guys are headed back to your table to sign
Here,
photographs.
here.
Let's get one more question.
Thank you, guys.
Shoehorn
One more
one
question.
more in.
One more, right over here.
And it better be the best question of the day.
Shoehorn it in. Shoehorn it.
So the show is dominated by the writing, and the writers make the decisions.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Acting
Well-
is good.
Were there ever any changes made where, you were bummed that the previous version wasn't what they went with? Something that...
Like we get the final scripts though, so
Okay,
we don't get drafts that. So we wouldn't know what was like in their heads. We just get the final version. You know what I mean? So I don't think that.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I guess that was a good enough last question.
That was
you
great.
guys are headed
Thank
back
you.
to your
Thank
table
you.
to photograph. And come on, what? It's the office panel.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. Mostly for me. Most of this is for me. Thank you. Thank you.
You can do better than that. It's
Most
the
of it's
last
for
panel
me.
of the day,
Thank
and
you.
it's the frickin' office.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keep it going. Go away.
What percentage is for you? What percentage?
All of this.
100% for you?
100%. Thank you.
100% of the clapping is for you.
Thank you. Shut off his mic.
Hi, this is Michael Shanks, and you're watching Fandom Spotlight. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The fate of the universe may depend on it. And have fun and follow your fandom.